Hi, my name is Francesca Pondavita. I moved here to America when I was 3 years old and I've been here ever since.
Hi guys, my name is Jam. I'm full Filipino and I was born in the Philippines and I came here last 2018, so about like 3 years ago, so yeah.
Hi, my name is Faith Cuevo. I am Filipino American. My mom is from Manila and my dad is from Cebu, but I was born here in California.
Hi, I'm Lauren Rodriguez. I'm Filipino American. My dad is from Cebu and my mom is from Pampanga.
Hi everyone, my name is Leah. I turned 20 on Friday and I moved here when I was 10 years old and I've been here for 11 years.
Hi, my name is Jessa Balompo. I am full Filipino, but I was born here in the US. But my dad is from Batangas and my mom is from Makati City.
Hi, my name is Jaron Rinctus. I'm Filipino American. Both my parents are from the Philippines, but I was born here in California.
Hi, my name is Julia. I'm half Filipina. On my mom's side, she's from Abra. I was born in California.
Hi, my name is Alyssa Ibarrola. I'm from the Philippines, from Quezon City, and I came here when I was like 3 years old, and I've been here in California ever since.
Hello, my name is Mia Torres, and I am full Filipino, and I was born and raised in California.
How will you celebrate Filipino American History Month? I think just, like going out there and spreading positivity.
By honoring my ancestors and obviously all the Filipino Americans who came before us, as well as my own family who did come to America and sacrificed a lot for me to be here.
Celebrated by just supporting small Filipino businesses, especially restaurants.
Do you have one in mind at the top of your head?
I always go to House of Grill because every time I come home on weekends from here, Dormy, my mom will be like, oh, you want food? I'm gonna get House of Grill first. And I'm like, okay.
Well, I am Filipino, so I guess I'd celebrate myself. Just being proud of myself every day and remembering where I came from.
Through Pangkat, through this club.
I'm in my school's Filipino club, Pangkat, and we've been putting on events for Filipino American History Month, so I guess I'll participate in those.
Filipinos love their food, so I'm gonna eat a lot of Filipino food.
Eating lots of food.
I go to Seafood City, Island Pacific, and Jollibee, munching on that chicken,
I'll try some Jollibee this month.
You haven't tried Jollibee?
No.
What challenges have you faced being Filipino American?
Filipino aunties love to point out things that, shouldn't be pointed out. It's this toxic thing where they go, oh my gosh, tumataba ka na yata, or the opposite, like, are you okay? Bumapayat ka. So I was like, well, you don't see me telling you, oh my gosh, tita, you're also getting a little, or tita, you're getting white hair na too, so maybe, stop stressing over me.
All my titas and titos would make fun of me for being single, even though I go to an all-girls school, the vibes.
Everyone kind of stereotyping Filipinos into everything else, like, oh, you're Asian, so you're smart. Oh, do you eat dogs? So on and so forth. And there was so much of that going on in a predominantly white school where there weren't a lot of Filipinos. And not only that, like within my family, just not knowing Tagalog, not knowing the culture as well, that was really hard growing up, just being seen as not Filipino, but also not American, and that was really difficult.
People learning that I'm Filipino, because first they see me as Asian, because I'm pretty Asian looking, but most people don't even know who Filipinos are or where the Philippine is. Like the most prominent Asian Americans are Chinese or Korean, because they're seen in media and stuff like that, but some people don't even know that the Philippines exists.
Very much feeling invisible in this country. I grew up in a city where there wasn't really a very robust Filipino community. And along with that, there's also just not a lot of representation of Filipinos in American media. So it was very difficult dealing with that growing up, and it's very difficult feeling proud of your heritage if you don't see yourself reflected in the world around you. So I guess that's why I'm very proud to be Filipino now, and why a lot of Filipinos I know are very loud about being Filipino. It's kind of like our way of, I don't know, I guess fighting against that feeling of invisibility.
I grew up in a white populated area, so I didn't grow up around a lot of Filipinos, and I would be seen as like another Asian or like a mix of an Asian because like not a lot of Filipinos were known.
Being told that I was like whitewashed and not really into my culture. They're like, oh, you don't speak Tagalog or you don't understand us.
Feeling Filipino, especially in middle school. When I bring food from my family, I'd always get weird looks and snarky comments about the smell of the food, and it just made me want to separate and eradicate my Filipino identity.
A lot of my classmates would like make fun of me for like the types of food I brought to school that was made by my mom. So then I always felt really bad when I sang to my mom like, can I bring like Americanized food and stuff like that.
Well, my dad's from El Salvador, so I get told that I'm a dark Hispanic and I'm a dark Asian. Yeah, I get made fun of for how dark I am.
Language, for sure, like the accent.
What connects you to your Filipino heritage?
Definitely my family.
My family?
Probably my family, especially since they're the ones that immigrated here.
I'm still able to have like a relationship with all my titas, titos, and my grandparents. I think being able to like see them like weekly, monthly, and just like be in their presence, I get to learn more about my Filipino culture, where we grew up from, you know, just have the family vibe.
This is all I have. This club is all I have to tie me to my Filipino roots.
Going to the mount and joining Pangkat, because I came from a city where Asians are a minority, so a majority of my friends are white. So coming to the mount, it's nice just like being around Filipinos and talking about Filipino things, even though we're all here for one thing, which is mercy.
Definitely family gatherings and parties.
Embracing that I am who I am, and also that nobody else has a definition for being Filipino, so I'm able to be Filipino in my own right.
Being able to talk about being Filipino, being able to try to talk in Tagalog even though it's so broken, and just being able to share these generational disparities from like my family's generation and from my generation, and being able to relate to that.
Singing. I love karaoke so much.
Do you have a favorite Filipino song?
Ang song? Salamat by Yen Constantino.
What's your favorite thing about being Filipino?
The community is that like you can just be around other Filipinos and like automatically click. You know, like Filipinos are always the fun ones, you know what I mean?
You're surrounded by a lot of Filipinos, even if you're almost strangers and you don't really know them, it just feels like a community.
We're warm, we're hospitable, we're great singers, we're great dancers. There's nothing we can't do.
You know when we're like in a new environment and you don't know anyone and you're just walking and you see someone that's like maybe the same color as you but definitely has a flat nose, and like your Filipino radar goes off? That's my favorite thing about being Filipino.
I spent most of my life in the Philippines, so I know like how hard life is there. So it's just like them being like resilient.
Manny Pacquiao parties!
Watching Manny Pacquiao fight, simping to some Bruno Mars songs, and just watching basketball with all my relatives.
Who did you see as a role model growing up?
Saw my parents as my role models because of how hard they work.
My mom, she's this tiny 4'11" Filipino woman, but she is the strongest, feistiest, kindest woman I know.
Mom and my grandma, I'm very close to them and they're like my best friends, and they really like taught me so much in life.
It's Ibarrola. She's a very strong woman, and she was always the person who taught me to like be myself and be the strong person that you are, but also like do what you can to help others. And she was the one who really wanted me to become a nurse, and now
My mom, being the Filipino mom she is.
Longa, she is Longa, because who doesn't like reflection?
Describe how it is being Filipino in one word.
Blessed. Love.
Crazy.
Loud.
Family.
Family.
Joy.
Camaraderie.
Bougie.
Basketball.